Hi, my name's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'll be reviewing just two products, but mostly doing a look with the palette. And yes, it is an eyeshadow palette, a nice affordable eyeshadow palette, which I'm always excited for. So please like and subscribe. Let's get started. So I am going to review the e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. All it is called the Perfect Tin Eyeshadow. Now the reason I picked this up, because they did have that eyeshadow palette, Keep It Ethereal, I believe. And it was kind of a ode to the Makeup by Mario Ethereal palette he had a couple holidays ago. And I wish I would have picked it up, but I didn't. I couldn't justify it because I bought the Natasha Denona Keep It Nude palette. I think it's Keep It Nude, or I don't know, nude palette. And I couldn't justify the purchase. I kind of regretted it, but then I found that, and I'm glad that I didn't do it. And I kept to my guns, didn't overbuy, but I got the e.l.f. one. So I was like, well, how is there other palettes? So the only palette I was kind of interested in was this palette. Due to the fact is I wanted more color, vibrant color to my palette collection, but I really didn't want to spend the money because I know it won't be a palette that I use constantly. I am more of a neutral girl. I like my neutrals and cool tones. That's what I stick with. So I didn't want to spend too much money on a colorful palette. So I picked this one up. I have used it once because I wanted to try out this other look that I had in mind, and I needed a purple. So I used this purple right here, which did great. I put it on top of a cream shadow stick and used it, and it lasted all day. It looked beautiful. I was super excited. So I am going to use this today. And then I also picked up one of their blushes, their primer infused matte blush in the shade Always Crushing, this really pretty pink. I have also used this once. I already have my base done, of course. Trying not to make this video extremely long. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this. This is a really pretty pink. And I like pink, but there is some pink that, where am I? Not too into. But I like this pink. This is more of a neutrally pink. It's not too warm to me, I find, with my skin tone, and not too cool. I'm not into that baby doll pink that became huge. I just can't do it. It's just not for me. So I'm going to take my KJH number 2 brush, their Spectrum collection, and I'm going to go in. Now it is pretty powdery, so I like to, just to make sure I don't get crazy. And I'm going to kind of start here, and I'm going to gently just pat this on my cheek because it is pigmented. The best bet is to make sure that you have already powdered your face. I don't want to put this over any kind of cream due to the fact it will grip on that cream. I am a blush girl. I love blush. So I do kind of go a little heavy-handed, which I'm fine. If I ever go a little crazy, I can either use my powder brush and go over it, or if I'm daring enough, depending on the product I use that day, I can even use my foundation brush and lightly go over with whatever's left in my foundation brush. But usually just my setting powder of that day would do the trick. Plus, blush is one of the first ones that fades throughout the day. So a nice pink flush. I'm going to just throw a little bit up here, just the tiniest bit. But super pretty. I really like this. I'm glad I grabbed it. I needed a more summery, springy pink blush because I actually didn't have a lot. I love the warmer, the look could be more bronzer. I love that look. I didn't have a pink, and I knew I wouldn't wear it all the time, so I wanted to kind of keep my costs down on that. But I love it, and I have worn this with just a beautiful, lots of blush brought it up into my eyes, threw a little bronzer there, of course a little sparkle or whatever, and then, you know, mascara and rocked that. It was a beautiful, fresh, pretty look. So I really like this. I'm glad I bought it, but I'm also glad that it's e.l.f. and affordable. So I'm going to go ahead and try my best without getting it all over my shirt. Even though it's a Walmart shirt, I still really like this shirt. I'm going to go ahead and swatch this palette for you. Am I in frame? Yes. So the first color is this yellow. And it is a really pretty yellow. Then the next one, of course, it's shimmer. This is more of a peachy. It has, of course, on my very light skin here, it doesn't show up too much. But this shade will come up really nicely. I would use this also in the crease, highlight, wherever. Here's a nice neutrally warm. And these shadows are actually really soft. This is even warmer. This one has more of a like orangey sherbet tone. Let me wipe off my fingers to the best of my abilities. All right, then this really pretty, more neutral brown. These shadows are very soft, and I'm very, very happy with it. This pretty purple. Now this needs a base. This needs a base to grab onto. Either a white eyeshadow stick, where I have this one from e.l.f. It's from their Cookies and Dream collection. But NYX has one also. I would also use that. In all these shadows, I would recommend using an eyeshadow primer. This is from Milani. Alright, here's the blue. This blue. Oh, there's a look in mind I have for this blue. I'm not going to use it on this video, but I will be filming it for another video. Then we have this more shinier blue. Now this feels a little chunkier than the other shimmer, but it does have a better payoff. I love that one too, so much. I like blue, but I don't like gray blue. I don't know why, it just pulls really weird on me. A nice mint. And then another type of green. A little brighter, like grass. But I really like this palette. I like the neutrals in here. These warm tones will easily do a great look with any of these colorful tones, and a little yellow for brightening or inner corner. But I think they did a great job. And I feel the formula is also really good. I think it's a $10 palette. And I think it's well worth it. Especially if I'm not looking to do, you know, always use it. If I am a colorful girl, if I love wearing colorful eyeshadow, I will pay more to get better quality, but I can always work with this, and I don't, you know, if it sits in my drawer for, you know, months on end, I don't really feel that bad. All right, so I'm going to do one eye look on this side and one eye look on this side. Do I have it in mind? No. That's how usually my eye looks go. I usually am a person that I kind of just start and see where I end up. I know I'm going to look amazing for pickup whenever I pick up my son. They're going to be like, interesting. They have no idea I do this. Shoot, not a lot of people have an idea that I do this. So I don't have anything on my lid right now. I'm just going to make sure if I had any, like, from me doing my face, no foundation or anything there. So I think I'm going to kind of stay to these neutrally tones. And because of that, I'm just going to use the Milani eyeshadow primer. Now, whenever I'm going to use the brights, I am going to use that e.l.f. Stick to help with the pretty much the brightness and keeping it true to color. So I have a little more that I really need. That's fine. I'll put it on this eye. This eye, I think I'm going to do the neutral look. You do not need much at all of this stuff. It's a great primer. I'm just going to go ahead and throw it on this eye. It's a great primer. I find it really works. Now, I would be careful if you already have your base makeup on, because this happened to me once. I actually got like a little too excited and I got it where I have already base down at, and it did mess up my base a little bit. So if you also want to apply this before you do your base, you're good to go. All right, I think I'm going to do a nice warm on this eye. Let's see, how am I going to angle my mirror? I'm going to use my little mirror today so I don't blame you. I'll just have to pick it back up. All right, I'm going to go in first with a nice fluffy brush. My favorite fluffy brush needs to be washed. After this, I'm washing brushes. So first, I'm going to start in, I think I'm going to start with this like orangey, sherbety color. So I have not used any of these colors yet. Now, it does pick up a good bit. And just to be careful, since I already have my face done, I'm gonna knock off, and I don't know if you saw that, it kind of like dusted down. So, and I'm gonna kind of just tap this into my crease. Now I could have used a fluffy, a packing brush, which, you know, I already got a lot of brushes to wash, so I don't want to add more. Just gonna get a little more. But it is laying down nicely. You know what help? If I zoom you in a bit. Whoa. Didn't mean to scare you. So I'm going to kind of just pack that down. And I'm going slowly. I mean, I don't want to, because I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm trying to like think of stuff in my head right now. And for a nice transition, if you need something more neutrally, use your bronzer. For if I want something a lot lighter on my brow bone, there's not one in here. If you have a pressed powder that is your skin tone, use that. That is a great way to, you know, use what you have. I am going to use that here in a second. I'm just getting this down. And you know what? This looks really nice. Really nice. I'm going to kind of work that up just a tiny bit into my brow bone. Nothing crazy. Then I'm going to take a powder, my Broken Essence base powder. So you're going to grab a brush. And I'm going to pat that along. Dude, I was having a time with my base makeup today. I was trying something and it looked so patchy. I wiped it off. I tried it again with something else and it'll patchy again. So I was like, dang it. So I had to go and actually like pretty much wash my face with a makeup eraser. It is what it is. You know, I was trying to get this video done. I gotta edit. I got a list downstairs. I got my list. So next color I think I'm going to use, so I want to stay more towards these. I wish I can help me. Tell me what I should use. I think I'm going to use, because I really want to use this yellow. I want to see what that yellow will do. Let's use this, this color. They don't have any names. But I am going to switch my brush to a little packing brush. So I'm going to use that. Got it really nicely on there. Ooh, almost put on the wrong eye. And I'm going to pack that. Let's see what that looks like compared to the other color. It's not as bright. Of course, it's not a brighter color, but it's in the same tone. Yeah, almost looks like the same color, which is fine. You know what it is. I mean, I can always deepen it up a little bit with, I'm going to go with my, right there. I can always deepen it up a little bit with my eyeliner or my, I can grab another like matte eyeshadow or eyeshadow stick or whatever. I have other things I could deepen up with. I just left a little line right there. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this right, because I still have a lot on my brush. I'm going to push this just right here in the middle, like in the middle. I mean, on the edge, in our lower lash line. Now, I think I am going to play a little bit with the color. I think I'm going to move over. Let's see. I think I'm going to do this green on the outer part. Let me grab my stick. Ooh, these never stay in. A stick, and I'm going to run that on my right there. I'm going to take a dense little brush. I'm going to go on that outer green. Let's see what happens. Picks up a lot. Let me tap some of that off. And I'm going to press that on that white. Also, if you have a green liner, you can use that, but I didn't dig any of that out. I love green. Green is one of my favorite colors to wear. And I would put green here, but in my head, I'm like, oh, you got an eye boogie. Like, that's just what I think about, okay? All right, I like the green. I think it's really cool, really interesting. You can, of course, intensify it more with a green eyeliner if you have one. Let me see if I spray. All right, I'm gonna get this green. I'm gonna angle. I'm almost out of this spray. I got my backup. So I sprayed it. All right, I don't know what happened, but I sprayed my brush with my Urban Decay setting spray and then used that green again, and it came out even brighter, which I love. So I'm super excited about that. Now I'm going to take this yellow right here, and I'm going to use that right in the center where I left that little spot kind of voided. I need my mirror. So I'm going to put that right there. Ooh, okay, okay. So swiping does better. And then I'm going to kind of tap over it, and I'm going to tap out those edges. And then I'm going to also use that brush I had before with a little bit of that product on it, and I'm just going to hit just so it's a softer blur. Now, I'm a person, I like to take this when I do a halo eye kind of up onto the brown bone just a tad bit, and I'll kind of like just so to give it a little glimmer all the way up. But I really like that. It's super pretty. I'm impressed with that yellow. Now, if I would have added maybe some more of this as a stackier base, or even this, which would have made it brighter, I'm so into that. And I think I'm going to take a little bit on the very tip of my finger, and I'm going to put that in between the green and that transition color underneath, just to kind of bring that halo down just a little bit more. All right, so that's like that eye. It's a pretty eye. And of course, whenever I'm done with this eye, I'll do the liners and all that. But I can do the liner on my bottom real quick. I really like the Sephora. I know the Sephora sale's coming up. I don't know when this video will go up, of when that would. I think I'm putting this video up before, maybe. I don't know. But I talk about this liner all the time in all my other videos. Look, I'm lazy. I don't want to have to always sharpen my eyeliner. So I kind of like the retractable ones. I'm going to take that green brush I had earlier and just kind of blend that in. So I want a little depth right there on my waterline, but not too much. I don't have anything on this side where I'm kind of blending, but I just needed to soften that a little bit. All right, so this eye is gonna be my fun eye. So I have no game plan, like always, But I am going to go in, and I already have that primer down first, but I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. stick. It has broken off its base. It is what it is. It's e.l.f. And I'm going to kind of tap that in. So I kind of put that through, and I don't know why it keeps kicking my videos off. I use my cell phone. I don't know if I'm running out of room. All right, so I'm going to go into the colorful side, and I'm going to clean off these brushes real quick because I want to try to use the same brushes. And I think I'm going to do, because I want to use that blue and that, Jesus, what am I going to do? All right, I'm just going to go for it. So I think I'm going to pack this blue on, I got to grab a clean brush, I can't. So I think I'm going to pack this blue on the outer portion of the eye. I need my mirror. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's a pretty blue. This outer portion. Now I'm going to take this purple and I'm going to pack it on the inner portion. This is a very like cotton candy eye. Inner portion. Sorry, I'm looking at my time to make sure it doesn't all of a sudden turn off my video and I'm talking to myself. All right, that's really pretty. It's a very cotton candy, as I said. Now I think I'm gonna add, oh God, I keep dropping stuff. I think I'm gonna add that lighter green in the middle. Oh, this would be so pretty for spring. A lighter green in the middle. To kind of connect those two. And I'm going to use I think I'm going to use this blue, that sparkly blue. I'm going to press that right on the outer corner where I had put that blue, but just keep it really low. Just kind of a little sparkle on the outer corner. Everyone puts sparkle in the inner. Sometimes let's just try putting some sparkle on the outer corner. Why not? And I dropped my brush on the ground. Hold on one sec. Okay. So I'm going to go back into that blue I used earlier, that matte blue, and just put that right there. And then take some more of that blue and press that on top. That's pretty. Do I have very much different colored eyes? Yes, I know. All right, now I'm gonna go into that purpley, and I'm gonna press that underneath. I'm gonna kind of mock what I have on top, but I'm gonna skip the green in the middle. I'm gonna flip it to the blue side. And I'm going to put the blue here. Of course, these colors would also be really pretty if you just like that purple all over the eye, the green or the blue all over the eye. That would be really pretty also. I'm going to spray my, first dip into the purple, then spray my brush. And I'm just going to intensify this purple right here. Going back into my blue and intensify this blue right here. I'm going to take that light mint green on my finger. I know we usually don't use our fingers with mattes, but it still really works. That's a pretty. I like that. It's very different from this eye. Very whimsical. I'm going to use this fluffier, what I had the blue on. I think I want to add a little more sparkle. I'm going to kind of go out. Alright, I do have some fallout of the sparkle because I used the brush, but it's fine. So I pretty much almost used every color except for this peach. And I think, and then this color right here. I didn't use those two, but every other color I've used. Now I'm going to put on some liner because I still like a little bit of an anchor, a little depth anchor. Eyelash curler. And my mic's almost dead. Oh my goodness, I'm such a hot mess today. I've been doing too many things at once. I'm just gonna throw on this. And of course, everything I already had on my face, I am gonna list it in the description box still below. A little bit of mascara. Not going to do too much so you don't, you know, just want a light coat today. Alrighty. Don't want to go crazy in the mascara. I just want it light. And then always when I do something like this, like especially this eye, I'm gonna dust away any fallout I had with the brush I used earlier underneath my eyes. I'm gonna take a powder puff. I'm gonna go with the eye brightening powder and I'm just gonna brighten that up. It's a little brightening color corrector. Just brightening that up really helps because of my beautiful under eye circles. Yeah. Sorry I got a little crazy at the end because my camera kept kicking me off. But I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope we try some more colors. Definitely pick this up if you want to try more colors but not break the budget. I think it's a great formula. Also this blush, I love. It doesn't go so much with this look, but it goes beautifully with this look. And this would have been also good to bring up to my eye a bit. But I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a beautiful day. And I hope you come back soon. See you later. Bye.